Welcome to Floating Leaf Tea Podcast.
Thank you.
Whoa, my name is Shiuwen.
And my name is Noah.
Why are you in a hurry to say thank you?
I just thought it would throw you off.
I was announcing the podcast, man.
I see.
Yeah, you can throw me off.
Too much Tai Chi.
Don't call me turkey.
Okay, sorry.
Whatever.
This is not a turkey tea.
That's right.
This is a charcoal dongding.
Correct. So we just got a charcoal dongding maybe a week ago? 10 days ago?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, you don't know anything. Jon Snow.
Close enough for me.
Yeah. Not precise millennials. Anyway, we received this charcoal dongding maybe roughly about 10 days ago. And I think today will be the 5th time
Wow.
that we are gonna drink it.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. I hope I can drink a lot of teas every single day. But I can't. So today it's only our 5th time to get to know this tea, which our past 4 experience were fantastic. First time was it's like shocking, but it's in a good way. It was extremely quiet and soft for dongding. And I thought, wow, Mr. Zhang sent me a very different dongding. And so I wrote to them that night. I said, it tastes very different and it feels very different. And then they just say it's from a new tea growing field. So I thought they must be it then. But the next day I was so excited to try the dongding again. So I tried it again the next day and it smelled like heavily roasted coffee in the first infusion.
Campfire coffee.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa, shoot. I just told some customers that this tea is very soft and quiet and whatever. And the second day was like, oh no, it's totally taking a direction now. So let's see what is happening today. Sometimes you probably notice that we do have some teas come in and we don't list the tea right away. Well, there are 2 reasons. One is we want to, one is we don't have time to put on some tea. I think that's a good problem, I guess. Sometimes we do it on purpose, is to wait for a tea to, hopefully the majority of the nature of that tea will open up and become like that. As this tea, if I really just drink it that day and that's what I believe and I put it on the website and you guys are going to buy it and say, Shiuwen, are you selling me a different tea? Yeah, because it feels really different on the second day.
Sometimes we hold on to the tea to let it settle.
Or let it open.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it feels kind of like got tied into something. And so time can allow that to the tie-up knot to open up. So I guess there are actually 3 reasons so far. We don't release the tea right away. So first infusion on this charcoal roast dongding. Just surface smell. I won't call it acquired tea anymore. The roastiness is there, very clear. And then that there's kind of a herb, but not like those dry Chinese herbs. More like if you go to a field and there's that deep sweet herb smell sometimes, that kind of herb. Yeah, there's undertone of sweetness there. So today when we talk about the tea, we are going to walk you through, I guess, the fundamentals. So first by the surface smell. And the smell passed my nostril without any effort. Yeah. And broth, first time just taste what it tastes like. Fruity, toasty.
And it has that kind of herbal sweetness in there too. It's thick, pretty viscous. The scent rises more.
The second one is more open up.
Yeah.
So this is the second infusion of this charcoal roast dongding that we just received about 10 days ago. And it's maybe this one more focused on the broth then. We already talked about what it tastes like. Maybe there's the new flavor is going to open up or 2. But there's a focus on the texture, the feeling, of the broth. And we don't need to do it one at a time, just maybe call out what you have in your mind. It is viscous. It's very interesting that dongding always give me 2 opposite feelings. It's strong, it's heavy, and it's soft. And I think that's one of the key reasons why I like about dongding tea. It spread out on my tongue super well. The broth immediately hit the throat area. Yeah, it spread out really nicely. Salivation feels like actually can be from my rooftop, can be from the side of my tongue, can be from underneath my tongue on the salivation. Salivation is beautiful. I have drunk this second cup and swallow it for quite a while now, and the salivation just keep coming at me and keep showing up. It's beautiful. Okay, infusion 3 on the charcoal roasting. It actually feels calmer now, this infusion, on the surface smell. And then maybe this one I will pay a little bit more attention on my throat area. This tea will actually spray. So if I have to compare to like Dongting Traditional A on the throat sensation has a really strong angle. It's like a strong angle kind of a feeling. This one, the broth from the mouth to the throat is more well connected. It's like one piece of something, and it just slide down to the throat. And then, remember Dongting Traditional A feels more like a nut, K-N-O-T, and very, very obvious. So I would still say that tea is beautiful to learn what throat sensation can first feel like. This one is clear, but it doesn't present you like a nut.
Doesn't stop.
Yeah, it doesn't stop. That's the thing. It doesn't stop. And then if you watch it, you can feel it start to spread around the neck just a little bit. It feels the neck area, the throat to the neck area much, much wider and better than the Dongting Traditional A. If you want to compare two teas, that's kind of in the same lineup, in the same area, you know?
It's actually not as obvious though, which is why we use the Traditional A as a teaching tea.
Yeah.
But it also has the capacity to hit the belly.
It can move. So that's the next thing that I want to say. Maybe next infusion, we can pay attention to that, but no, I already jump on the gun. Still, I say we shouldn't separate the tea like this when we drink it, but sometimes maybe if you are in a mood, just practice one thing at a time. For those of people who have been at this for a long time, actually don't separate them anymore. You know, just try to see that connection. So this tea does go into the stomach quite clearly, and it just have a really smooth flow. So we can just maybe skip that one on the fourth infusion, I guess, and then maybe do a little bit more focus on the empty cup. The scent of empty cup is actually quite intriguing, which I think Tuesday, right after tomorrow, we release this one. On our live session, we are going to focus on the scent, which podcast we already did it. A couple of episodes on the scent structure. So right now will be infusion number 4, and then there's maybe before, of course we have to drink it first before we go into the empty cup fragrance and see maybe this cup, when you are drinking it, just see where it's going, see where it's connecting, where it gets stuck. Maybe like this kind of stuff is also a wonderful practice for you to look at overall length of a tea through the surface scent to how the tea can travel and how the tea cannot travel. Where does it get stuck? Where is it trying to push through? You know, this kind of stuff it's normally pretty fun too. And so my invitation to you is actually watch the physical liquids movement, and then watch where you are feeling it, but the liquid doesn't actually physically get there. And so I'm not going to share where I'm feeling this tea right now. I think this will lead you really well to start. Let's not even talk about tea energy, 茶气. We can talk about a tea capacity. Why are we feeling this tea? Maybe you feel it at the shoulder, but is the physical liquid moving towards to your shoulder? I highly doubt it. You know, is the scent, can the scent really reach to the head in a scientific way? Maybe. I don't know. I actually don't know on that one, but I just feel like some scent don't go into my brain and some does. So I'll just leave that to you to play it at home and to have some discoveries. And so right now, let's do the empty cup. For the empty cup, sometimes I actually do both. I move the cup very close to my nose. And then I also move the cup a little bit, I would say how far is this? No, I don't know inches.
Oh, like 3 inches maybe?
3 inches away from my nose to see how much the scent can actually reach to my nose in a distance. And normally I try, so one I would try to smell it. I intentionally smell it. And one is actually I just do natural breathing and feel how the scent comes at me. And try to feel the texture of the scent and also play with this. And we might cover more on the the live sessions. Play with this is also quite fun and might lead you to some new and wonderful discoveries of your tea. Yeah. And this is which infusion? I forgot. It doesn't matter, whatever. One infusion is 1. So this will be 1 infusion. Maybe 5th? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, 5th then. And then when we edit it, we will know if it's 5th or 6th. So this infusion, I'm going to talk a little bit on the timing and on the tea feeling. So today we received one more email to ask us about, and actually the customer was asking about Dongding. So I'm going to mention here a little bit and hopefully the customer is listening too, on the podcast, about brewing timing. And I think I did a few sessions on why I don't necessarily offer people an exact time to brew tea. And then we can try that today again on this, infusion 5, I believe. So I'm going to actually set a timer and I'm not going to look at the timer.
To see how long you brew the tea?
Yeah. So I'm going to set the timer and then turn my phone upside down and just see, how long I brew the tea. And I seriously understand in the beginning when you are new to this, without a timing, it's like, I really don't know. I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And so I will say, at that time, then use a time, but don't ever believe that's the right time and that's the only time. 'Cause tea is alive. Tea is alive, just like cooking. We can all follow the same recipe. And I seriously challenge you on this. After the quarantine is over, find some friends and follow one recipe at the same time and see the result. I bet I don't even need to know. It tastes different. So with tea, the same. Even if we set the tea at the same time, I think the tea is gonna have a different result with exact the same tea. And so my encouragement to you is maybe in the beginning, do set a timing for oneself. Maybe a vendor will give you a suggestion of if you do this, then this is 1 minute. Do the tea for 1 minute, but try to engage what 1 minute feel like.
And also, you can time it by the color of the broth.
That's right.
That's where you start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you start to really engage with the tea. Watch the leaves open if you're using a gaiwan. Mm-hmm. If you're using a teapot, it's harder to see the
glass
leaves open.
Is even better.
Glass is great. Yeah.
For the watching purpose. I'm not sure if glass will brew better tea or not. I actually almost never use a glass teapot to brew tea. I use clay teapot, so I can never look inside. But
you can watch the color of the broth with anything.
Watch the color. And then try to associate to tune in with your tea to see what the timing feels like. And you will automatically build a timer internally rather than rely on the timer. Because the moment, and I'll say this one more time, the moment one rely on a timer, you are disconnected a little bit. I'm not saying 100% because maybe you are still with the tea, but you might need to check, oh, that's 1 minute, beep, 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 beep. And then seriously pull out that pot of tea and try and say, oh wow, I do like what 1 minute feel like. And then don't stop there. Next time on infusion 1, still do 1 minute and just be playful. Let it sit. The timer beeps now, 1 minute. Well, Shiuwen told me to be playful. I'm going to let it sit 20 more seconds and just let it sit 20 more seconds. And once again, you can use the timer and pull that out and try it. And there are 2 results. One is like, I really don't like this. And then you can write to me and yell at me or something. I don't care. Or there might be something fascinating is happening is you are gonna discover, I think this tea can be brewed longer and it feels more, it tastes more, it's actually more, everything about it is more. And so that's what I mean by if you stop a tea at a certain timing, you might not, in a way, discover the full potential of the tea. Secondly, if you really push that tea that far and it does taste like
Not good.
not good,
Not so good.
not so good. I almost want to curse. It's also wonderful to see that this tea has a breaking point.
And some teas don't have a breaking
That's the
point.
thing. You are gonna discover better teas when you cannot see the breaking point of a tea. Okay, so just do that. And while I'm talking all this time, my tea was brewing on infusion 5. I'm like,
We're about to figure out how long it's been.
4 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's Gong Fu Brewing.
Gong Fu brewing.
With
Infusion 5 though.
Yeah.
Infusion 5, but still really long. And let's see. I'm going to decant it now. So we cover the timing on this one, briefly, only briefly. And still feel free to contact me if you still feel like I feel so bad. If I don't know, the timing, I'll feel very bad or something like this. Still continue talking to us, or don't. Yeah. Okay.
The message is we don't hate you if you use a timer.
True.
Yeah. Yeah.
True. Yeah, we don't hate you. Okay. I use the timer to wake me up in the morning like 10 times.
Not really. I mean, you said it. I don't know if you use it.
I said it and I let it beep like 10 times. So roughly about an hour. After the first alarm goes off. Too much personal information already. Okay, let's talk about the tea. Tea session is all about the tea. And I'm gonna close the session with a tea feeling. Sometimes.
Oh, I mean, before we go on.
Oh, okay.
Tea, does it taste okay?
It tastes good.
Yeah, it tastes good.
No problem. Yeah. I'm not saying that all my teas have no problem at this point, okay? This one, I'm just playing with it a little bit. I know there will be no problem, but.
You know the tea really well. Yeah.
Only 5th time. But we have been drinking charcoal dongding from Mr. Zhang.
That's what I mean.
Let's see, since 2000.
Well, the first time I had it was the first time I came in this shop. So it's at least been like 6 years, 7 years?
But I think first time is 2010. Yeah.
10
for
years.
For me personally, 2010. Yeah, 10 years. Wow. It's been a long time. Whoa. But anyway, you sometimes, probably when you drink a tea, you feel bad. And sometimes you feel like, oh, this tea is comforting. Or the tea has a very interesting feeling. And some tea does offer that. And this charcoal dongding is also one of them that I feel it offer a feeling and it took me a long time. So as
9 years.
9. Shoot. So embarrassing. No, not really, but just to let you know, to make myself feel better, tea is a journey. I'm a slow walker. I walk slowly. So I discovered this tea very slowly. So let's go to the point of the story. Well, not story, the point. The tea is named Singing Brook. And I somehow never bother. I think in Taiwan, there's just like so much information when I go there. And so sometimes I do ask a lot of stupid questions. And sometimes, a thing got thrown at me and I just receive it and just, oh, okay. And then I'll come back and say, shoot, it doesn't make any sense. Why? Like this kind of stuff. And I don't think it just happens in tea. Sometimes when you meet a teacher or somebody who is full of wisdom and you just try to take in as much as you can. So anyway, this is a tea that actually have a name, a specific name called Singing Brook. A lot of other teas, you would just call it, I don't know.
Winter Alishan Organic.
Exactly. Well, it's just, okay, that's Winter Alishan Organic tea. Okay, cool. That's very, okay, good.
High Mountain Spring Tea.
Yeah. Something
From
like
this
that.
mountain.
Yeah, from this mountain, like a specific location.
It has been bitten by bugs. Yeah.
And some of the tea, like this one, he called it Singing Brook. We got a tea from him that I don't even want to bother with the name because I don't really understand. And I asked him and I still don't understand because it's from old literature. And there's a tea that he called it a dowager.
The Empress Dowager.
The Empress Dowager.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to drink that tea. So this tea for 9 years, I just know it's Singing Brook. And I just know I like the tea and it's a charcoal roasting thing and I love it. And I think I discover the name on the other tea a little bit faster. He has a different level of charcoal roasting. He call it 圣妙. I still don't know how to translate the name, but it just means things with a lot of complexity and twists and turns, and it's excellent. And one time that tea really hit me that way. And so I understand, I thought I understood the name. And this tea is called Singing Brook. And I seriously can't connect a charcoal roasting with water like Singing Brook. So last year, finally, we had that, I think two batches ago, of a charcoal roasting. I was drinking it. I was like, this is river singing. And I said, wow, I just discovered this for the first time. And I think after that, the tea feels easier now. And this tea, I feel like there's a water content. I don't know if my mind is playing a trick or whatever. I feel like I was sitting next to a river drinking the tea. So this tea then compared to the first charcoal dongding that I connect with the name, the tea itself feels like the brook. This tea feels more like I am sitting next to a brook. Isn't tea fascinating? Go figure that out. And on the top of it is such a wonderful image is because the roast, this one it was roasted very recently in April. And right now we are in May. So it's actually really recent. So sometimes the roast does come out really strong on the surface when you brew it. So I feel like I was roasting a fish. I was roasting a fish next to a brook. You can say, wow, Shiuwen, are you okay? Quarantine, you are seriously crazy. Or, wow, that's really pretty.
Was it you are hallucinating and I am too or something like that?
And hopefully that we can drink the tea together and we can hallucinate together. I think it will be really fun. I really feel I am roasting some fish, which a customer was so cute. I still haven't watched it. I'm talking about UK. He sent me a video of, I think a Japanese maybe a Japanese person, like shoot images of him roasting fish next to a river.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that yet. So some tea does have a feeling, and I encourage you to also explore the feeling, but don't look for it every single time, because some tea, I think, has no feelings. Not in a bad way, just have no feelings, which is okay too. You know, you don't have to have a feeling like, you know, if you are drinking soda, some soda have bad feelings and some soda have like, oh, okay, I'm just drinking a soda, watching a movie, cool. Or some soda said, then now is the right time to drink a soda. It feels really good. Okay, don't hit the table when I talk. So exciting to talk about sodas. You know, sometimes even the same bottle of soda will give you like 3 different feelings, right?
This tea has a lot of caffeine.
Dongding is always a very strong tea to me. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's what I want to share today.
That's great.
Okay, good. You anything you want to add before we go?
Well, that's kind of what I was saying before is with the feeling, it's consistent throughout his teas that have the same name, but they're not from the same place. That's what's crazy to me. Yeah. Because I think of like, oh, we have our Alisan from the same farmer. Yeah. Right? We have our Alisan that we always get. And it always feels like, oh, that's our Alisan, you know? Like, oh, this is Floating Leaves Tea Alisan. But that's because it's from the same farmer, and we think about it as the same tea. But it's because it's from the same guy. This is from different people, grown from different people. Yeah. Processed by different people. Yes. And there's also dongdings that he gets roughly the same price point, or like the Shengmiao, higher price point. Yeah. But it has a different feeling. Yes. And it's not necessarily, I don't know what farmer it's from, but
it can be actually from the same farmer that produce different results of teas. Yeah, teas.
Which is fascinating to me.
Yeah, tea is fascinating
You can find that sensation in different crop, different location, different person. Yeah. Did you put a lot of leaves in there or something?
No, actually very little. Look.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, not very little, but
like a normal amount.
Normal amount, yeah.
Strong tea.
Dongding is potent, yeah. Really fun. So that's it. I think, yeah, I keep saying that's it. I am crazy. Thank you very much. We are in the middle of May and we are still in business. Every day we feel so grateful to pick your tea orders. And due to your support, you make us this far and we are still here. Please continue to support us. We want to turn the support to other people too. For 2 months, we try to send our tea to the frontline medical staff. And then this month and last month, we try to, we are going to gather our focus more on some organizations they can
helping feed people
or send money to people who really need them. So we will still continue to work to turn this money to finding good teas for you and to turn this money to donate to charities that some people need it right now. And so we are grateful for your support. So keep drinking good tea. And I think that's where it's connecting you and me right now. And I'm grateful for this too. So keep drinking good tea and we'll see you on Monday.
Sounds good.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.